Just imagine being on a date with someone, and instead of communicating with you, talking to you, and then getting to know you, or you guys talking about whatever you want to talk about, they're on their phone. You're listening to Inside Young Minds, the podcast exploring the thoughts, fears, and hopes of today's youth. Let's dive in. Hello, guys. Welcome again to Inside Young Minds. I am your host, Jeremy, and today I want to talk about something. I want to talk about something that has been bothering me. Last time, I know I've spoken about social media and how it's destroying the youth and how it's making a lot of people have less communication than they should. I know that. Now, I have a different issue entirely, and this is on me. And I know some people out there might have the same problems as I, but so here's my secret. I am not addicted to social media, but I am addicted to my phone. Now, I have phone addiction. And people might think, doesn't that mean you're addicted to social media? Like, if you're not addicted to social media, how can you just be addicted to your phone? Like, what do you use your phone to do? Don't you use it for social media? Well, here's the problem. For me, I can spend all day without going on Instagram. I can spend a day without touching any social media. But the catch is, I cannot spend 5 minutes without touching my phone. Well, now I'm able to because I'm making a video, obviously. But that is my problem. I have a phone addiction and I need help. I need a lot of help. I need so much help because I don't know what to do. Genuinely, I have tried to actually stay away from my phone. And the reason I say some people out there might understand what I'm talking about is because I've come to realize that phone addiction has actually taken a toll on a lot of people. And the thing is, like, every time you want to touch your phone, you want to use your phone. And this ruins so many things for you. Like, you have no focus. Like, the moment you don't have your phone, you feel like, oh, it's the end of the world. You feel so uncomfortable. And in this, when this happens, let's say, for example, it ruins relationships as well. Because, like, just imagine being on a date with someone, and instead of communicating with you, talking to you, and then getting to know you, or you guys talking about whatever you want to talk about, they're on their phone. I mean, I'm not on that level yet, but that's what phone addiction does to you. Imagine being on your phone 24/7, being on your phone to a point where you forget, what time it is. This is a big issue. And the problem is that the time the phone addiction takes from you is not going to come back. You're losing your most valuable asset, which is time, and trading it for useless things. And I'm talking to myself and people out there who might feel the way I feel. Let me tell you something. Most people who are addicted to phones, when you wake up, the first thing you do isn't like reading a book or, getting up and stretching. The truth is, the first thing is get your phone, check it out. But the problem with me, if I do that, if I do get my phone and then I use it, I won't be able to fall asleep again, because most of the time I would wake up in the middle of the night because I have to do some stuff in the middle of the night. And then after that, I want to go back to sleep. But because I've already seen the light of the phone, I'm not able to sleep. So I have a big issue and I need help conquering this issue, because also, if somebody has ever been through this, please help me out. Leave your answers in the comment and tell me what you did. What did you do? And the one thing is that I've actually tried to, like, when I wake up, I've tried to not touch my phone at all. But the downside to that is every night, well, for a few days, every night, like very, very early in the morning, around 4 or 5, I have to wake up and use my phone for something. It's not an excuse to use my phone, it's just that it's kind of a requirement. It's something that I have to do. And it has ruined me, honestly. The other issue is I'll find myself reaching out for the phone even when I'm doing something important. Like I can't read a book without like having the thoughts of going to reach out for my phone. Now, I said earlier that I'm not addicted to social media. And the question might be, if you're not addicted to social media and you don't use social media that much, what do you use your phone to do? Well, my phone has a lot of things to do that I can do. I've I'm not really a gamer, but everyone has one or two games that they like, you know, and I spend a lot of time on those games. Uh, some of them are educational, but it's not an excuse. They're still games. And one thing I've also realized that I'll be on the phone with someone. It doesn't even matter if they're telling me something important. Is I'll be listening, and then in a few seconds, I've lost myself. I'm using my phone while they're talking. I hate myself for it, but I don't know how to get rid of it. And so I I need help, to be honest. I'm usually here to give you guys advice, but today you guys get to give me advice because what I'm going through, I'm sure some of you have gone through it. And so I feel like we can help each other. Now, another thing I think is going to maybe help. Well, something I've thought about doing for a while now is I think that if I'm going somewhere and I know I'm not going to need my phone, I'm just going to be leaving my phone at home. Now, for the people that are watching this video and know me and talk to me, just know that most of the time, if you reach out to me and you don't find me, that's it's part of it. Maybe I left my phone, or maybe my phone is in do not disturb. That's another thing I've tried to do, because when my phone is in do not disturb, a lot of notification might come on, and I'm not gonna hear them or see them, and then that kind of helps a little bit. But there's a weird issue that I realized just a few days ago. I could be next to your phone even when I'm not using my phone. And when notification come on your phone, I am gonna go remove them. That's the problem. If I see your phone and I see that you have a lot of notification, I am gonna go and remove them from the screen. I don't know. Don't ask me. Maybe it's a weird habit, but it's a habit that I have. I don't know if it's a bad thing or a good thing, but who knows? But yeah, like I was saying, I think that I'm going to try to be leaving my phone at home. And well, it sucks that it's in winter now, because usually in the summer I would just go hiking and I wouldn't need to go with my phone. And that's a nice time to, just kind of like work on myself, do a little bit of running and hiking. And then sports, I do a lot of sports as well. And they also help me stay away from the phone. But I wasn't always addicted to phone. And the goal for me isn't to hate social media. It's just to let it not control me, for me to control it instead of it controlling me. Because this is a big issue, and I feel like there are people out there. I know a few people out there who have the same problem, and I feel like we can all help each other to come out of it. And so yeah, so Well, now, for those out there who have actually had this problem and have overcome it, tell me what you did so that I can try it. You know, be helpful for once. Yeah. Be helpful to me. Help me. Help me help you. Because I feel like if I could get out of this, it would be helpful because now this just makes me lose a lot of time that I could be using to do something valuable or develop a skill and I do develop a few skills, but um what's sad is that the time that is taken away doesn't come back. So, and time is your greatest asset. So, if you want to get anywhere, you have to use your time wisely, have good time management skills. And so, and I have good time management skills, but they're useless if I'm always on my phone. Well, now that means I no longer have good time management skills because if I did, I wouldn't be using my phone. But it's an addiction that I'm willing to admit that I have and willing to say that I need help for it. So, anybody who can help me out there, I would appreciate it. Now, I know beating addiction isn't easy because, like I have said in previous videos, I also used to be addicted to social media. Well, for me, it wasn't for a long period, it was just for a span of like maybe 6 months. Yeah, it's a lot, but it's not really that long, you know? So I had in that span of like 6 months, I was addicted to social media, but I was able to quit it. All I did was delete my social medias and just forgot about it for like 6 months. And when I came back, I was able to manage my time better. Now, you might be here saying or wondering, why don't you do the same with uh, your device, with your phone addiction? Well, I can't because I need my phone. There's so much for me to do on my phone. So, I can't really just say I'm going to throw my phone away and just disconnect from the world. And most of the time, we just use our phones for entertainment, um, Instagram, Reels, TikTok. The crazy thing is, I'm not really on those platforms that much. I just go there. The most time I spend maybe on TikTok or Instagram in a day is like 30 minutes, so it's really not that long. So it's a bit surprising that I have phone addiction. But the problem with me is that with phone addiction, you could remove all the apps, and I feel like I would still be addicted to my phone as long as I'm looking to my phone. I think that's what it is, and yeah, if anybody has strategies on how to conquer this, please help me because I need help. I think that's all I'm gonna talk about today. Anyone that has the same problem, maybe you can reach out and we can help each other out. But as we always say here, thank you for watching and always keep on growing. But remember, get away from your phone addiction. I'm trying. I just need help. And please do subscribe so you can continue seeing content from me. I appreciate it. I have a goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers. And I know I'm still far. I'm literally on like 260. So it's not that much. But if you could share and tell your friend that I create cool content, maybe it's not cool yet, but it will be if you can share with your friend and tell them to, watch and then subscribe and share with their friend. If I could reach 1,000 subscribers, I would be forever grateful. Well, thank you, and I will see you in the next video. But then, like I said, as always, keep on growing. Thank you for watching or listening to Inside Young Minds. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to follow and share it with someone else who might need it. You can also find us on Instagram at inside_young minds for updates and behind the scenes. Now, there's new episodes every week. But until next time, take care of yourself and keep on growing.